This is Dennis Wing from Guitar Lessons Ithaca. We're going to talk about some chord embellishments today. Chord embellishments, a lot of people ask me about that. Not only like rock guitarists who want to know how to do more than just strum, chords if they're in a band, let's say, and they want to make the chord voicings more interesting or the rhythm more interesting. And I also get it asked a lot from like singer-songwriters who may play acoustic guitar, for example, and they're wondering like, well, what can I do like during the breaks when I'm not singing, rather than just strum the same chords I've been strumming while everyone's sort of waiting for something to happen. So chord embellishments is a big topic, and we're not going to get into huge details right now, but I'm going to give you an overview of how it works. When you have a chord, let's call it G, right? There's chord tones and there's scale tones. I'm going to ask you to look at this whiteboard. Now, the blue notes are the ones that are actually in a G chord, right? And in other words, the first note of a G major scale would be this note on the sixth string, and then the third note and the fifth note, etc. Right? And the rest of these notes are other notes that are in a G major scale. So if you play the whole thing, it would sound like a G major scale. Now, those notes in red can be used to embellish the chord. So, for example, let's say I focus on this six right here at the fourth string, second fret, right? I'm just gonna change, I'm gonna pick this finger up and move it to here, and I'll just have like, and that's a chord embellishment, right? And so any of these notes, and those are all very common, and I happen to be playing them obviously in a rock setting, but you can use them in an acoustic setting just as well. So the first step is you would do this process where you map out the scale and the chord tones with lots of open chords, C and D and E and whatever. And then the second step, which is what I'm going to give you right now for more advanced players, is if you take that same relationship of intervals that's here at open G to some other key, let's say it's key of C, then you may not play, this sort of shape in real life. I'm playing like starting at the eighth fret, I'm playing 1, 3, 5, 1, 3 in relation to the key of C. But you wouldn't play that in real life necessarily when you can just as easily play a C bar chord here at the third fret. However, this shape happens to be very conducive to chord embellishments, as we just saw. It's called the G shape. And so the cage system, whether you use the cage system for soloing or not, it's definitely handy for chord embellishment theory. And so this is an A shape C chord because it looks like an A chord moved up to here to the key of C. And the shape right above it, it always goes in the order of the word caged, right? So after the A shape, which this is, it's a G shape next. And so we can use this relationship of intervals for the key of C, just as we use it for open G. Let me demonstrate. Here's my C chord. I'm going to put my first finger right here at 5, 1, and 3 on strings 4, 3, and 2. And I can have all these other fingers to make chord embellishments. I can reach over and grab the root here, it's fine, but usually most people would come back here and do the chord like this. So that's how it all works. So you have to, you can't just learn it in one day, of course. You have to learn the theory behind each scale. You have to learn, obviously the chords you have to know, but you should know how to play the scale, like in a C chord down here, you have to learn a C scale and then learn how to embellish the C chord using notes from the scale. I'm just summarizing what we were just talking about in G, using a different key in C. And then the final step would be you take it to some other key. Now I'm going to take the C shape to the key of like F, let's say. So I'm up here and I got all these cool embellishments. So you're in F. So that's how it works. You have to learn the relationships of the intervals, and then you can take them anywhere on the neck, and it's a wonderful thing. So to take this video out, I'm going to do a little jam on an F chord in various positions so you can hear the effect of applying chord embellishments. And if you think that lessons may be for you, we do free trials. You go to guitarlessonsithaca.com and you click the button that says tell us more about you, and then we take it from there. And so have fun with your chord embellishments. So I won't talk anymore. I'll just play like. So that was just a little ditty where I did each shape, embellishments in each cage system shape, and I actually wound up where I started. So look forward to meeting you if you want to do a free trial. My name is Dennis. See ya.